Hi, this is Hidden Gems with John Raphael, and today we're going to be doing a pork butt that I'm going to marinate overnight, and then tomorrow I'm going to cook in the oven at 300 degrees for 6 hours. Now, this is somewhat of a rip-off of David Chang, one of his recipes. I'm changing it slightly, but it's just a beautiful recipe because it's so simple, and the pork just falls apart after cooking it for 6 hours. So let me show you. It's very simple. You're going to take the Diamond Crystal kosher salt, and you're going to really douse the pork butt, which is what I'm using. This is about a 5-pound pork butt and quite a bit of salt. And we're going to marinate that overnight. And then we're going to take white sugar. I know this is not the healthiest, but I promise you this is delicious. And pretty much that's it until tomorrow. And then I'll show you how we do it. We're going to put it in a Le Creuset, one of those old pots that my mom gave me, and we're going to cook it again at 300 without a top, and it will cook in its own fat, which at some point you're going to pour off, and then we have a little marinade we're going to put over the top. Okay, see you tomorrow. Hi, this is Hidden Gems with John Raphael. It's a little early in the morning, but we have a 1 o'clock party, so I got to get the pork started. Very simple. I've marinated it in sugar and salt all night. I'm going to put it in the Creuset, and I've got the oven at 300 degrees. We're going to pop that in for 6 hours. I wanted to show you what I was talking about with the pork butt. You'll notice that the sugar, this occurred after about 3 hours, started to burn. It's not going to affect the taste of the pork at this point, but what you want to do at this point is now take the pork out of the pot, clean the pot out, and you can put a little bit of water, soy sauce, and ginger in there, or just a little, any kind of little liquid, just to keep the pork moist. You can even throw a little beer in there if you want, but you do want to clean that pot out so that the sugar doesn't continue to burn and cause a bitter taste. So I've cleaned the pot out. I've added a little bit of water. Like I said, if I had some beer, I would have put it in there. And now that sticky and burning sugar is out, and it also makes it easier to eventually clean the pot out, because you've really gotten that gummy stuff out right now. And the pork is ready to go back into the oven, and it'll sit there for about another hour, and I'll put some brown sugar on top and a little bit more liquid, and then cook it for another couple of hours. So this is hour 4 with our pork butt, just so you get a better view of it. I'm pulling it out of the Creuset. I'm going to take a little brown sugar, as if it didn't have enough sugar. I'm going to stick that on top, and we're going to put a little marinade over it, which is a little water in it, a little soy sauce. This is really just to provide a little bit more sauce. And we're going to stick that back in. Get all these nice juices. Pour that over. And we're going to pop that back in the oven for another couple of hours. Sometimes if you have a small pork butt, you may only need about 5 hours to cook it. The misnomer, a lot of people get confused between pork butt and pork shoulder. In fact, pork butt, which is confusing, is actually from the shoulder of the pig. And it's a little higher up than what they actually call the pork shoulder. So anyway, just so you know, sometimes you'll hear both terms being used for the same part of the pork. Okay, so another 2 hours, and we're ready to eat. At hour 6, we're popping our pork butt out. I've got some butter leaf lettuce with a little white rice in there. You'll notice there's this string that they put around the pork butt, and you can see it's already falling apart. And what I do is I have some, like I said, some butter lettuce and some white rice. You can put some additional sauce in there, whatever you want. If you like hot sauce. But basically you got this beautiful falling apart pork, and it is ready to eat. And I think everybody pretty much loves this. It's not the healthiest dish, but I think having it with the butter, lettuce, you could also put it with tacos, but this is, I think, quite nice and slightly healthier. That is delicious. Anyway, that's our pork butt. This is Hidden Gems with John Raphael, and I will see you soon.